Campbell was the uncle of 15-year-old Danielle Jones.
Of course, you were probably the reason why that uncle trope started, you sicko. Child abductors who showed no remorse in court.
Before I did this, I planned on taking multiple girls, killing multiple families. I wanted to treat them differently, play mind games with them.
You is not Jeffrey Dahmer. You is not in the TV show. What you mean you want to play with multiple girls, gang? Mind games? This is not Family Feud. Like, what are we talking about?
This is Trevor Summers.
Whatever he did it. I'm sorry, gang. That lineup right there, atrocious. Holy, it is starting at the top of his head. Go bald, gang.
Trevor Summers was a Tampa, Florida resident, convicted for kidnapping, attempted murder, and rape. Police said that Summers broke into his ex-wife Alyssa Mathewson's home and attacked her with a knife, attempting to rape and kill her.
Your wife? Your own wife? You don't have respect for your wife that much that your ass shouldn't be doing shit like that? What?
He then kidnapped and drove her to a remote location.
He did it.
Where he continued to assault her. Before this, Summers had already been given a restraining order and warned to stay away from Alyssa.
Weirdo.
That didn't deter him.
Honestly, I feel like they didn't even have to investigate or to conduct an investigation. One look at this man and how chopped he is, he did it. Even if he did. No.
During the trial, his 14-year-old daughter and wife were cross-examined.
He looked me right in the eye, and it was terrifying.
After the lengthy trial, the jury found Summers guilty on all charges.
Good.
I did tie her up to keep her from contacting the authorities.
You made a video beforehand? Nigga, you was planning to post this on YouTube? Like, what's going on?
Enough time to get out of town.
And sentenced him to life in prison.
Good.
The judge called his actions heinous and unforgivable.
Yes.
And noted that he showed no remorse for what he had done. Summers' ex-wife addressed
I feel bad for people who have to take mugshots of ugly people. And especially knowing they did horrendous crimes, bro. I'm not even going to tell them to look at the camera. Like, matter of fact, don't even look at me.
Court with a powerful statement.
Intimidating. I have a lifetime protective order against him, and he's going to be right in front of me questioning me about the crimes that he committed against me.
She spoke of the trauma and fear she had experienced at the hands of Summers.
I'm glad
and
she
expressed
survived.
Relief that he would never be able to hurt her again.
Good.
Summers himself did not speak during the
he's hurting me, just me looking at him. Yo, bro, arrest him. Get to the next victim, bro.
Hearing, but his attorney later released a statement saying that he planned to appeal the sentence. He appeared unmoved by the sentence. Just when you feel this is the worst you can...
You literally saw him record in 4K evidence of the fact that he was planning this shit. Yo, why are you being his attorney? I'm saying, bro, we giving up on this case. You're done.
Get from an emotionless kidnapper. The worst happens. But this time, it is not just kidnapping, but the heinous crime of Jake Patterson.
Yo, oh my god, yo, you see how all of these like victims are chopped as shit? Bro, I'm sorry, yo, if you're ugly, you're bound to do ugly crimes. I'm telling y'all right now.
It would leave you squirming and wondering why a 23-year-old would kidnap a 13-year-old and shoot both of her parents.
He did it. Oh my, even from this frame, like you can't even see his lineup from this frame, bro.
And the public can only be safe if you are incarcerated until you die.
True.
This is Jake Patterson, who committed a heinous crime that made headlines. Jake Patterson is a 23-year-old man who lives in Wisconsin.
Where is this man's chin, bruh? You can't even say you got him by the hands of his chinny chin. He got no chin. Oh my, this gotta be one of the most atrocious builds, bruh. He reminds me of like those characters from Bob's Burgers. He might need to be in Bob's Burgers.
Wisconsin. On October 15th, 2018, he committed a crime that shook the state of Wisconsin and the United States at large. He broke into the home of James and Denise Kloss and fatally shot both of them before abducting their 13-year-old daughter, Jamie Kloss, and holding her captive for 88 days in a remote cabin in Gordon, Wisconsin. Fortunately, the little girl was able to escape on January 10th, 2019. During the trial, the prosecutor revealed the horrific details of what little Jamie went through during her captivity.
What happened?
Patterson confined her to a small space under his bed for hours and physically and emotionally abused her. He also
You're already in the cabin in the middle of nowhere. Why you gotta put her in a small ass bunk bed? Like what?
Forced her to stay under the bed when he had visitors. Jamie finally escaped when Patterson left the cabin, and she managed to get help from a neighbor.
And we were almost home, and she was walking towards me crying, saying, "You gotta help me, you gotta help me." Okay.
So I didn't want to go into my cabin because it's too close to Patterson's house.
And she said her name is Jamie Kloss?
Yep.
Jake Patterson pleaded guilty.
Wait, so nobody discovered the fact that the parents went missing? Like,
to 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide and 1 count of kidnapping.
And another count of having a McDonald's light up. Get his Vegeta ass out of here, boy.
Like, absolutely anything to take back what I did, you know. I would die. I would do absolutely anything to bring them back. You know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure anyone would want you to go away for their lives instead.
24th, 2019, the judge sentenced Patterson to 2 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole for the murder of James and Denise Kloss. He was also given an additional 40 years for the kidnapping of Jamie Kloss. When the sentence was read, Patterson showed no emotion. In a statement, Patterson apologized for his actions and said he would do anything to take back what he did.
But look, that doesn't work like that. Wow, I hate when these criminals, these murderers have these like, oh my goodness, why did I do that? You doing that after you get caught? Not after you did the crime. Why didn't your ass report it if you were feeling so guilty? You're only guilty because you got caught. You McDonald's lineup ass nigga. Shut your ass up.
And because of this monster, Jamie won't have her mom and dad at her dance recitals.
R.I.P., bro.
Although he did reply to a letter by a journalist asking for his motives, Patterson apologized for the crime and reveals that it was based on impulse. His grandfather stated that—
No. I have impulse to go ahead and choke my chicken. I got impulses to eat some food. I don't got impulses to grab my gun, go to a random house, end the parents, kidnap the girl for 88 days. That is not an impulse. That is a decision.
Patterson was shy and quiet and loved computer games more than social interaction. He admitted that something had gone wrong with Patterson. The grandfather was right. Something did go wrong with Patterson. For someone without any criminal history, murdering 2 people and abducting their kid is not normal, rational behavior.
Not only were you a danger to the Kloss family, you are an extreme danger to the public in general.
Even the people viewing this
during the trial,
were all traumatized.
Failure to explain why he committed these crimes left many unsatisfied with his apology. While you were still capturing the tension and the uncertainty that comes with Patterson's apology, this next kidnapper was proven guilty, but has never even thought to provide the victims an apology.
Huh? That's the least you could do.
Stuart Campbell. Campbell was the uncle of 15-year-old Danielle Jones, but if his actions were the way uncles behaved, no one would wish to have an uncle. Campbell was not—
Of course, you were probably the reason why that uncle trope started, you sicko.
Just the uncle of Danielle, he was also her guardian. Danielle went missing in East Tilbury, Essex in 2001. Although her body wasn't found after months of searching, police found her DNA on a pair of blood-stained white stockings and a lip gloss. Further investigations revealed that Stewart, who had prior convictions for indecent assault on teenage girls, was responsible for her disappearance.
Okay, so you know there's a family member that's weird next to children, and you gonna leave your child next to that weirdo? I mean, granted, I don't know if the family did, but I'm just saying that's the last person you gonna see me with my child.
During the trial, the prosecutor revealed that Campbell had been sexually attracted to his niece and had an unhealthy obsession with her.
Worried about your relationship with Danielle. Tell me what it was about her, Stuart. Why you wanted to be with her.
No comment.
He had been grooming her for months before she went missing. The police also found disturbing evidence on his computer, including indecent images of children and pictures of Danielle. Campbell was arrested on suspicion of murder and charged with Danielle's murder and abduction. During the trial, the evidence against him was overwhelming, and he was found guilty on both counts. On August—
It gotta be sad knowing that, whatchamacallit, you can't even trust your own family members. These are the people that are actually with you, that you would think would take care of you, that have your best interests. And you're gonna do something as low as touch your little niece, or I don't know, like, I don't know family terminologies, but you're gonna touch someone that's related to you regardless of who they are?
August 23rd, 2002, Campbell was sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum of 20 years for the murder of Danielle Jones. When the sentence was read, he showed no emotion.
Danielle's murder has affected hundreds of us here at Essex Police. Many of you who have come to know the family through this case still feel their pain as they continue to live without having been able to say a final goodbye to their lovely daughter.
Campbell refused to reveal the location of Jones's body either. Campbell maintained his innocence and claimed he had been framed for the crime. However, his defense was undermined by the strong evidence against him. The case also led to changes in the law, many of which we should be grateful for. Claiming innocence after committing such heinous crimes can create weird situations, but thanks to evidence, the truth prevails at last. This, however, was not the case for Michael Webb.
What happened?
His took a different approach, and there was no room for innocence.
Door! Open the door!
Very good.
Hands! Let me see your hands! Step out here! Step out! Get on the ground!
This is Michael Webb. Michael's a 51-year-old man from Texas who kidnapped an 8-year-old girl from her mother's arms.
What? Okay, I think I heard about you know how insane it is that they caught you with the child? I think it cut out for some reason, but they caught him with the child. For them to catch you with the child in 4K, bro, there is no going out of that one.
My daughter just got kidnapped!
While they were walking to school in May 2019, the abduction was captured on a surveillance camera.
What, an 8-year-old, bro? Oh my, you're so sick!
And the footage showed Webb forcing the child into his car before driving away. Following the abduction, the police launched a massive search operation, and after 8 hours, the child was found safe in a hotel room in Fort Worth, Texas.
Got her! We got her! We got her!
The police had tracked down the vehicle used in the abduction, and after a brief standoff with Michael, they were able to rescue the child.
Hands! Let me see your hands! Step out here! Step out! Get on the ground!
Suspect is placed in handcuffs.
Michael Webb was arrested and charged with kidnapping. And
bro, it's people like this that make me sick, bro. I'm sorry, but if you're willing to risk everything in your life, your connections with people, just your entire, like, just anything for an 8-year-old, bro, I'm not gonna lie, yo, bro, you need to get electrocuted, electric chair, needle, Chinese torture methods, Russian torture methods, grenaded, all of that at once.
And I know I missed somebody because when I pushed the woman and grabbed her, I heard somebody screaming.
He admitted to the crime during a 3-hour interview with the FBI.
I mean, he had to. Like, we seen him do the crime. Like, they caught him.
During the trial, evidence showed that he had sexually assaulted the child while she was in captivity, and he was found guilty on all charges.
Ew.
In October 2019, Michael Webb was given a life sentence without the possibility of parole. The presiding judge, Reed O'Connor, stated that Michael Webb had committed a heinous, cruel, and despicable crime.
I'm glad in prison that, you know, prisoners be treating people like this horrible. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like even as a prisoner, your ass should get punished, bro.
And that his actions were beyond comprehension. The sentence was met with widespread approval from the public, who saw it as a fitting punishment for such a heinous crime. The child's mother, who had been traumatized by the incident, spoke out about her relief that the man who had caused her family so much pain is now behind bars for life.
Imagine if they did not catch him. Imagine if they waited one night. You know how much horrible things he probably would have done?
When Michael heard his sentence, he showed no remorse, although he cried during the interrogation.
What did you say to scare her, Michael?
I told her that if she said anything, that I would do something to her parents.
In fact, Michael did not go to court.
That's how you're gonna threaten an 8-year-old girl? That's how you're gonna threaten an 8-year-old girl?
In the real sense,
Sicko.
The trial went on anyway. In a statement to the court before the trial, he said, "You will be mistaken if you think this story has come to an end." Another disgusting but shocking case was from 19-year-old Anthony Rodriguez.
What did he do?
This is Anthony Rodriguez. The 19-year-old Anthony Matthew Rodriguez's recent conviction left the small town of Great Falls, Montana, reeling. Rodriguez was found guilty of some of the most heinous crimes imaginable. Forcible rape, kidnapping to commit rape, and second-degree robbery. The community breathed a sigh of relief, knowing he would be locked up for a long time. During the trial, the jury heard the harrowing details of Rodriguez's crimes. He had kidnapped the victim with the intention of committing rape.
I'm just thinking, bro, imagine being the victim's family member. Like, I'm sorry, if I knew one of my family members committed this heinous ass act, you not seeing me in the courtroom. Your ass is gonna defend yourself. You know, granted, if you told me you didn't do it, maybe, but either way, bro, if I know your ass did it, you not seeing me in there. You not seeing me ever.
His actions had put her in danger.
I think that it was a crime of opportunity. I truly think that she was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
The evidence was overwhelming, and the jury had no choice but to convict him. But the legal battle was far from over. Rodriguez argued that the trial court had made errors and that his punishment was excessive.
Sit down, Mr. Rodriguez, down.
However, the court stood firm. and the original judgment was upheld.
What?
This case highlighted the bravery of the victim, who had to relive her trauma in court.
One of the really more poignant moments during the trial was that she signed no. She was signing no to him when he was sexually assaulting her.
What? So you did it with a girl that can't even speak, bruh? She had to sign you in sign language? I'm not gonna lie, you are sick. Give him extra years for that. Matter of fact, electric chair.
Despite the difficulties, she stood up for herself and sought justice. Her courage, as well as the dedication of law enforcement and the justice system, helped ensure that Rodriguez was held responsible for his terrible crimes.
Imagine how hard it had to be for her to tell someone else, sign languaging it, writing down things, bro. This man is a sicko. I think he was backing up on the fact that he thought her ass couldn't speak or anything.
If you thought these were shocking reactions of kidnappers getting life behind bars, watch how some of the most dangerous teens in the world.
That's crazy. Anyways, YouTube, let me know who you thought was the worst. Yo, moral of the story, don't be a child abductor. Matter of fact, if you're an adult, don't even touch children, bro. Okay, just go on about your day and don't be weird. And I've noticed all of the ones that were in this video, everybody was damn near bald except the last dude. You guys are chopped, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, join us on Discord, catch us on social media, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Waxer for life. Love y'all, and peace.